This is part two to the Keystone slide removal renovation work. And here you can see a close-up of the rotten beam that I had to take out and remove. Unfortunately, Keystone did get back to me, and there were no rollers or slide bars, which caused me to have to do this work. The rollers I'm using are from Case Hudson. I'll put a link to their website below. And basically, I'm far better at building and repairing than I am at filming, so I'm going to apologize in advance for the way this film turned out. It's been a couple of days since I got on this project again, but I called Keystone and the representative informed me that for the year 2004 there were no rollers installed, nor was there a slide bar. The only thing that the room slid on was the carpet, which was not going to be an option. As you can see, I started putting down the flooring, only to have to tear up a piece once again to install rollers. So what I went ahead and did, I contacted a company called Case Hudson, and I'm not sure why that's out of focus, but that is a 400-pound rated roller that has been countersunk into the cross member there, which has been sistered to the beam that I replaced that was rotted. I put a bunch of cross members as well, just to make sure that there's no twisting. And I just finished cutting this piece here that will go ahead and at least cover the roller portion of it, and I'll have to cut another strip to go from that to the flooring. But this hopefully is the end of the line for this part of the project. I probably did overkill with all the cross members and extra screws and all the stuff that I've done, but I don't want to go back under here again for a long time if I ever do. And next step is to tack this down and think about some waterproofing for the rollers. Just another view of one of the rollers. You can see I put cross members both sides just to ensure that this part of the frame doesn't twist, because essentially all we had was one really long 2x3, nothing going across, so I anticipated some twist there and I didn't want it, so that's why you got some overkill. The screws are put in using a piece of furniture equipment that puts screws in on an angle, and you can see here that once the 1/2-inch ply goes in, this will end up just peeking up above the floor. Alright, the rollers are in. The waterproof paper is down, comes up through the hole, the opening, and I'll do a little bit of sealant with that as well. I'm left with a little strip of wood I need to cut to complete the floor, and then I'll have to go back and put the tiles down again. But everything looks like it came out okay. I checked the height. Height works out well. And next step is just to put down the flooring again, second time around. Two's a charm. I'm running out of daylight, so this will have to continue another day. Okay, so it's the weekend of Halloween, and I've been blessed with a 74-degree day here. My last chance to get this adhesive down. So I had to take out this particular roller because it wasn't high enough. So by using the level, I was able to tell how much I needed to bring it up, and it happened to be just as much as one washer. So I put 4 washers in each of the corners where the screws are underneath. Next step is to put down the remaining tiles, and then I'm going to put this room back in finally. Because this is literally the last weekend I'm going to get that's this nice. It's a beautiful day out, and this is the last chance. Here's a close-up of the rollers once the floor was down. Everything is tacked. I used ring nails so that the nails wouldn't work their way out. To slide out, used a rug at the far edge, and I had to take the rug out, which left me with a piece of wood that was cut at an angle. Because we had tile now, I had to take that out. So that was removed, cut out. I had to put a new piece of wood in, and I used screws and a biscuit joiner to add that nice straight piece of wood. And a moment of silence now for more rot that I found. As I was working on the slide out and the room was on the dolly, I noticed that that portion that you're looking at now had collapsed a little bit. And I couldn't figure out why until I realized that the entire floor underneath that had rotted away and the room was settling on itself. That caused me to have to cut out all of that old wood, replace it with new wood. I used that car jack and the wife's oven mitt up there to lift the room back up and replace the rotted wood. The floor also had to be replaced, so I cut off just the edge, put new flooring down, and then added that large piece you see with the holes in it to secure it so that it wouldn't flex. So here's the before shot of the dinette room slide out. You could see the carpet that was inside the dining area, and then the little piece of carpet that the room actually slid on because it wasn't equipped with rollers or a slide bar. Here's the renovated version. The black strip that you see will be covered with a nice piece of molding, and I've since reinstalled the little dinette table. All in all, the job came out really well. It took probably 5 weekends to do, but I certainly saved a lot of money, and I actually enjoyed doing this kind of work. Next project is to replace the existing fold-out bed with a collapsible bunk bed, and that's going to take me a while, so I probably will upload that next year.